Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching and welcome to English News of Binh Phuoc radio television station and newspaper. I'm with you and following a deadlines as usual. Binh Phuoc commits to ensuring transparency in lawmaking. Southeastern provinces review the first quarter immigration work. EU and Vietnam enhances ties through new strategies and initiatives. Continue working to preserve ethnic longhouses. On July 30th, Prime Minister Phạm Minh Chính presided over a national conference on implementing laws and resolutions of the 15th National Assembly, jointly organized by the government and the National Assembly Standing Committee. The hybrid conference was connected to all 63 cities and provinces.
In his closing remarks, the Prime Minister outlined key tasks to enhance legal enforcement in the coming period. He emphasized the need for strict adherence to the law on promulgations of legal documents, asking for the urgent drafting, issuance, and submissions of 121 detailed regulatory documents for the laws and resolutions passed at the 7th session, ensuring their simultaneous enactment. The Prime Minister also emphasized the responsibility of leaders and the proactive spirit of civil servants. He called for increased supervision and inspection to prevent, detect, and promptly address corruption and negative actions in legal enforcement. In Binh Phuoc Province, authorities have proactively tackled emerging obstacles and shortcomings, particularly in administrative procedures. They are working to closely integrate addressing issues in legal documents with reviewing administrative procedures that cause inconvenience for people and businesses.
Also on July 30th, in Binh Phuoc City, Dong Nai Province, the Emulation Cluster of the Southeastern region held a meeting to review their implementation of the emulation work in the first half of 2024.
According to the review report at the meeting, the economic growth rate of the cluster reached an average level of 7.57%. The export market has shown significant recovery and growth, and investment attraction from both domestic and foreign sources has improved considerably across the provinces in the cluster. Notably, many provinces have achieved over 50% of their annual budget revenue targets. The provinces have also seen positive developments in culture, society, national defense, security, administrative reform, and e-government initiatives. Various emulation movements have been effectively implemented, leading to improved living standards for officials, public servants, and residents within the cluster. During the conference, leaders from the provinces discussed and provided feedback on the draft regulations for the cluster activities and emulation evaluation for 2024.
Vietcombank's Binh Phuoc branch recently hosted a voluntary blood donation program, marking the second edition of its kind in 2024.
The program attracted over 300 participants, including Jewish union members, public servants, and employees as customers of the branch. The initiative aims to foster a spirit of volunteerism among young people and workers, thus reinforcing the community tradition of mutual assistance. The participation at the branch has contributed to boosting blood reserves in the locality, which will be used for timely emergency treatment and patient care.
President Tolam received Josep Borrell Fontelles, Vice President of the European Commission and High Representative of the European Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy in Hanoi on July 30th.
President Tolam thanked Fontelles for leading the EU delegation to attend the funeral of late Party General Secretary Nguyen Phu Trong, which demonstrated the EU's respect for the significant contributions of the General Secretary to strengthening Vietnam-EU relations in recent years. Emphasizing that the EU is a very important partner for Vietnam, President Lam expressed satisfaction with the positive development of relations between Vietnam and the EU, evident in the increased exchange of delegations and high-level contacts and the effective implementation of various agreements. The EU High Representative said the European Union views Vietnam as a leading partner in the region and a key player in international ties, and has implemented several strategies and initiatives to elevate Vietnam-EU relations to new heights. On international and regional issues, both sides agreed that countries needed to contribute responsibly to security and development both regionally and globally, and that conflicts should be resolved through peaceful means based on international law and the UN Charter.
Vietnam recorded a trade surplus of $14.08 billion in the first 7 months of this year, the General Statistics Office announced on July 29.
In the reviewed period, the country's trade turnover reached nearly $440 billion, with exports totaling nearly $227 billion, and imports some $213 billion, up 15.7% and 18.5% year-on-year, respectively. Of the export value, the domestic sector accounted for 27.8%, and the foreign invested sector, including crude oil, accounted for 72.2%. Meanwhile, of the import revenue, the domestic sector contributed $78 billion, up 21.5%, and the foreign invested sector saw a rise of nearly 17% to some $135 billion. The U.S. is Vietnam's largest importer with a revenue of $66 billion, while China is the country's largest exporter with $79.2 billion. Insiders said, the goal of reaching export revenues of $377 billion, or a growth rate of 6% in 2024, is within reach, as Vietnamese enterprises are well prepared for taking opportunities from free trade agreements. Vietnam is among the world's top exporters for many products such as rice, pepper and garments, they said, adding that, it's critical for the country to continue to improve product quality to meet requirements of import markets.
A freshly ended popular culture festival called Sống ở Bắc Ninh, Living in Berlin, has taken Đồng Xuân, the largest Vietnamese shopping center in Berlin, by storm. The event attracted over 10,000 participants, vividly debating the integration and coexistence of different cultures.
The 4-day event, starting on July 25th, featured live music performances, activities involving arts, comedy, dance, and Vietnamese cuisine, as well as discussions focusing on the younger Vietnamese generation in Berlin, embodying both cultures. It also ran a Vietnamese film program showcasing award-winning short movies, and special pre-screenings of a new series by the German broadcaster ARD, titled Made in Germany, and directed by young Vietnamese German director Ngô Ngọc Đức. Lichtenberg houses Đồng Xuân and the largest Vietnamese community in the German capital. Approximately 310,000 people currently residing in the district, of which nearly 12,500 are of Vietnamese descent. Therefore, the shopping center and other facilities established by Vietnamese expatriates in Berlin and the neighboring state of Brandenburg have played a significant role in building social bridges in many years. Đồng Xuân is also a major contributor to Berlin's tax revenue, providing numerous jobs and serving as a significant culture venue for various segments of Germany's population, especially the youth.
Traditional roundhouses in custom province are integral to the culture and lives of local ethnic minorities. Due to management challenges and material shortages, however, many of these houses are deteriorating. To address their decline, provincial authorities have been working with local people to rebuild the roundhouses and preserve this special cultural heritage.
Con Zo Dri village in Con Tum City is home to over 190 Bonner ethnic households. To them, the traditional Rong house stands as the heart of the village as it hosts major cultural events. Over time, though, it has deteriorated, prompting the community to repair it at the beginning of 2024. According to the Con Tum Department of Culture, Sports, and Tourism, there are 479 communal Rong houses in 503 local villages. Of these, 221 Rong houses have been built using traditional materials such as wood, bamboo, and thatch. The Rong houses are not only a cultural heritage of the local ethnic groups, but also attract tourists. Renovating and preserving traditional Rong houses are crucial in the modern context, as they are the core of the culture of ethnic groups in the Central Highlands, together with the famous Gong space.
That was 10 minutes of BPTV News. To watch the news again, you can download BPTV Go or visit our website and YouTube channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.